And for more on the Hocking, we'll stay with Federal Hocking and their recent success. Let's get back on the court for some more mid-range jumpers. The shot clock is down to 15 seconds, so there's no time to waste, and we're going to hastily transition to Brad Appleton, who joins us covering the Federal Hocking Lancers all year. And Brad, how are the Lancers able to win in 3 overtimes against Belpre?
Well, Rob, Saturday's triple overtime thriller really was a team effort. Not only did Tyler Thompson have his usual strong offensive showing, but players like Brendan Torrance and Ryan Rex really stepped forward for the Lancers on offense. And on defense, it was all about 6'10 sophomore Chris Saylor, who did a nice job containing Reggie Sims.
And talking with the coach after, he said that was the longest game in TVC-Hocking history, so great win there for the Lancers. But throughout the entire season, we at Hardwood Heroes have seen plenty of plays that make jaws drop and gyms rock. So pull up a chair, grab some popcorn, and enjoy our newest segment called Heroic Highlights. And with conference races entering the final stretch of games, they're reaching fever pitch and with much anticipation. Athens head coach Jeff Skinner will certainly be preaching the importance of the Bulldogs matchup against red-hot Alexander. And for more on that game, let's welcome Blake Brody and Aaron Lavielle, who will be at that crucial game. Guys, what's at stake for both teams?
Rob, the TVC title. It's as simple as that. Alexander has the opportunity to play spoiler here. And Blake, when I remember watching Alexander play in December. They started off the season at 4-0 before losing the next 4 out of 5 games. One of them being to Athens. What do you think caused that skid?
Right. The success that Alexander was expected earlier in the season hasn't really shown itself, and I think that's directly attributed to the inexperience of the team as a whole. Really, besides Bobo, the rest of the regulars are seeing significant minutes for the very first time, and that inexperience has really shown in all these close games that they've been in, where they haven't been able to find ways to win these close ones, and that's always a sign of an inexperienced team. But they did get a big win Tuesday night over Nelsonville-York, where they really dominated the entire game. So at least in this pivotal matchup Tuesday night, they will have some momentum going into it.
And then experience aside, Athens has only been shooting 60% from the free throw line this year. In a tight game, that might hurt them.
Yeah, you got to make your free throws in close games, especially the ones that are coming down to the very end. But they have been clutch with their free throws. And
Blake, do you agree with me? Whoever controls the tempo of this game will win it?
Oh, absolutely. I thought that was a huge reason why Athens won the game earlier this year in Alexander. It was a much slowed down game. It was a 44-37 game, so Alexander didn't get the fast break offense that they like to play. This is a game that's played in the 50s and 60s. I think that it really that's a big sign for Alexander. That's a tribute to their success. But if it's a game played in the 30s and 40s like the first one was, then I expect an Athens win.
Yep, it'll be interesting.
Absolutely, but and that should be a very physical game. But with another week in the books, it's time to crown another Hardwood Heroes Hero of the Week. And in most weeks, the discussion requires much deliberation and discussion. But this week, Colin Pfaff was simply the man for the Athens Bulldogs. The senior sets the tempo on the court, and his cultured basketball IQ is evident every time he steps in the hardwood. But for more information on the Bulldog, point guard Aaron Lavielle joins us. And Aaron, take us inside the stats.
Out of the 135 assists that Athens has this season, he has 67 of them. He also can shoot 39%. He shot 39% from the field and 30% from three-point land. The guy controls the tempo as that point guard.
And he's such a good player, both offensively and defensively. But what's the best point guard attribute that he has?
Absolutely, it is his ability to hold on to that ball. He's the point guard. He touches the ball the most. He averages only 3 turnovers a game. That's unheard of as a point guard.
I mean, that's a great stat for him, and he is a senior leader out on the court, and he is going to be doing that the rest of the year. But That's all we've got for you for this week, but Hardwood Heroes has so much more to offer. On the website now are video recaps, the latest scores from around our area, and our mid-season Hero of the Year selections from each team. Also email us at heroes@woub.org, and your comments may even include it on our next show. But until then, be heroic.